Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, YouTube TV is adding some new channels. We'll break down what's happening there. The NFL has announced its NFL Sunday ticket pricing with YouTube and YouTube TV, along with Fubo raising its prices by getting rid of its cheapest packages, forcing you to their more expensive packages with local RSNs in them. We'll be breaking down all the pros and cons of this, let you know what you need to know about these stories, and a lot more. There's a lot coming up here in a quick second. First though, would you take a minute and take a look at a survey? Every quarter we do a survey breaking down some of the biggest questions in cord cutting. You know, what devices do you use? What streaming services do you use? How long you've been a cord cutter and more. This survey helps us kind of stay on top of what's happening in the world of cord cutting at the very base level with you, the people who are actually doing it. We'll love to hear your feedback. What do you do? What do you use? It only takes 5 minutes or less if you're real quick on it. Could you take a minute and check out that survey? It's in the first pinned comment and the show notes. By filling that out, you help us stay on top of the world of cord cutting and stay in touch with what everybody out there really is using, not just what the PR people are saying. So check that out. Also, you can find a link to every story in that pinned comment and show notes that we're about to talk about. If you want to read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions, I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. So let's dive into it. Last week, lots happened in the world of YouTube TV and YouTube. Starting off with YouTube adding 2 new channels to its sports package. These are available through the sports add-on package, which is with the Willow channels being added. Now these are 2 new channels that focus on cricket and other sports across the world with it. Now it's a nice addition. I'm glad they put this into the sports package. If you're a heavy sports user, check it out. I know one of the big reasons people get the sports add-on is during the NFL season. It includes NFL Red Zone. But now you can also stay on top of cricket and more, giving YouTube TV a little bit more sports out there for people to check out as part of its sports add-on package. Also, YouTube TV and YouTube have announced the 2025 early deal on NFL Sunday Ticket. Did it go up? Kind of. So, YouTube TV and YouTube traditionally offer a discounted early adapter pricing. So if you're a customer who is signing up now for the Sunday Ticket for this fall, you get a little bit of a savings, and they usually raise the price through the summer with that. This year, the pricing is higher than 1 year ago at the same period, but it's the same prices you would have paid during the regular season last year. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the price come the start of the season. I would not be surprised at all to see another price hike come the regular season. For example, in 2025, you'll pay with YouTube TV $378 or 4 payments of $94.50 with that. And that's on top of the base plan. Also, you can get it without all of that. Let me jump down to the pricing. It's about $400, I believe, $448 with 4 payments of $112 and change if you're not a YouTube TV subscriber, which is great. You know, one thing that's nice about this, before when it was DirecTV, you had to have DirecTV to get this. Now you can get it direct from YouTube if you're a Comcast or a Hulu or another customer who doesn't want YouTube TV. Now that is a price hike compared to 2024. At the same point, for example, if you're a YouTube TV customer at this same point last year, you would have only paid $87.25 versus now paying $94.50. So there has been a price hike for the early adapters. I'll be very interested to see again what the price looks like later. Speaking of price hikes, in our next story up, Fubo is eliminating its cheaper plans. Last December, they rolled out these essential plans, which removed local RSNs, the regional sports networks, the old FanDuel Sports or Bally Sports back in the day, NBC, RSNs, and the like. Now, they saved you a little bit of money, but didn't include them. Now, as Major League Baseball and NBA are well underway, Fubo has quietly eliminated that, first by Cord Cutter Weekly. With that, they are now pushing everybody into the more expensive plans that include RSNs and the RSN fee on that. Now, doesn't surprise me. Fubo has a long history of tweaking its packages. It's often when Major League Baseball, their top tier package, they'll rename it, slightly tweak it. When NFL football comes out, they do the same thing. And they've even had a history, like when the Super Bowl comes, of removing the monthly payments sometimes and only offering quarterly payments for new subscribers. One good news here, if you are already on this package, good news, you get to keep it. They're not forcing you off that old package. But if you change packages, you won't be able to go back to it if they don't relaunch it. I'll be interested to see if this does come back. Like I said, Fubo has a long history of removing packages, adding packages, pushing things around to try to push people to the most profitable package possible for them, depending on what the season is. With Major League Baseball kicking off the regular season this week for the majority of its teams, it doesn't surprise me that they are focusing and pushing that as a main option. Keep an eye on this. I'll be interested to see if it comes back. It wouldn't surprise me if it does not, to be honest with you. All right, you know we like to save you money and help you stream content and watch television cheaper. Well, there's a deal out there I want to bring because it's a pretty good deal if you're looking to stock up and save money. And yeah, some of this can be used for cord cutting like batteries and the like, but some of it's just a good deal. Amazon's $50, spend $50, get $15 in credit back deal is back again. And it includes even items currently on sale. There's a wide range of household items. I used it to stock up on some stuff, including batteries, because I have kids and we go through batteries, it seems like crazy. If you're a parent, you probably know what I mean. But it's quite a few items out there, including everything from paper towels to batteries to paper plates and cleaning supplies and the like. Spend $50, get a $15 Amazon credit. A nice little deal. Link in the show notes if you want to find out all the items there. Also, over the weekend, a big milestone happened in television. 58 years ago, Bewitched celebrated its 100th episode. Relatively groundbreaking show at the time, really one of the ones that of the era that really pushed female leads as one of the main attractions of the show. Joined a growing number of shows around that time that were doing that. And now we remember, it's hard to believe, 58 years ago, in March 23rd, 1967, Bewitched celebrated its 100th episode. Still lives on today as a wildly popular show, but it's hard to believe it's been so long. Next up in this news world, we reported that Warner Bros. Discovery was dumping Looney Tunes classic episodes from its Max lineup, and they've become kind of hard to find on streaming. While now there's reports out there, we reported earlier that the Looney Tunes movie that was shelved and kind of canceled, that a lot of people were excited about, Warner Bros. Discovery is shopping it around, hoping to find a new buyer that will buy it and release it themselves. But there's also a rumor from the insider that Warner Bros. Discovery is interested in selling the whole franchise of Looney Tunes, that they're interested in unloading some content. This kind of goes with what they told Core Cars News, that they were focusing more on adult content for adults and families versus content that mostly primarily targets just kids. And they lumped Looney Tunes into the content that was not being watched and it focuses more on kids. This comes as they also dropped Sesame Street from their lineup, not renewing their contract to keep Sesame Street on Max, leaving Sesame Street hunting for a new partner with that. But Warner Brothers Discovery is actively out there now looking to get a partner for Looney Tunes. Who will be the new owner? Will it even sell? We'll have to keep a close eye on this. But right now, Looney Tunes' future is very much in doubt right now. Speaking of TV shows looking for new places, American Dad, any American Dad fans here? Well, it may become the second Seth MacFarlane animated comedy to leave Fox and then come back. Deadline is reporting that it will reportedly see American Dad's 20th season leave TBS and return to Fox as part of Animation Domination, as Fox looks to bolster its animated Sunday night lineup with American Dad. Now, kind of interesting here, I believe this would be one of the last, if not the last, scripted drama show on TBS that's original to TBS with new episodes and the like. They have reruns of different things there. Am I mistaken? Leave me a comment. Is there another one I'm not thinking of? Leave me a comment, let me know. But this comes as True TV has cut back on its original content, become a sports network. TBS is kind of moving in the same way. They do have things like True TV moved Impractical Jokers over to TBS, but that's more of a reality show versus a scripted TV series, whether it be comedy or drama. Leave me a comment, let me know if I missed something there. But first of all, I'm kind of shocked that American Dad's been on air for 20 years. I was very upset because I was a big fan of King of the Hill, and I remember thinking the Cleveland show and American Dad were not as good as King of the Hill, and they should have kept King of the Hill on Fox versus that. But now they're bringing it back. I'm kind of excited, and King of the Hill is also coming back, but on Hulu. And next up, we talked last week about Discovery Plus updating its app to basically be the same app, same user interface, same everything as Warner Brothers Discovery's Max streaming service. So one app managing it all, but two separate apps, but one architecture, one user interface, one code base. With this, though, it means some older Rokus are no longer going to be supported, and we're talking pre-old here. Most of these players that are being dropped are 12 plus years old and are like the first generation Roku 2 and Roku 1, which are both 12 years old or older. That's a pretty good run. Roku's been supporting their devices recently for at least 10 years, if not longer. And even though they may be ending support for some of these apps, a good number of apps on them still work. But what Roku has said when they dropped it, Warner Bros. Discovery has not commented on this, is that these older Rokus are slower and not capable of running the newer software that they're now releasing in the newer versions of Roku, and that's why they're ending. Honestly, 10 years is a very good run. That's typically significantly longer than what I've been seeing on many smart TV manufacturers when it comes to supporting the OS after sale. So keep that in mind. But FYI, if you have a first generation Roku 2 or a Roku 1, you're still using their HD only players and they're older, you may want to think about upgrading here, taking advantage of some deals with it. And lastly, Pluto TV has announced its 2025 lineup of movies. They're going to be adding over 200 movies. There's quite a bit, including No Country for Old Men, The King's Speech, Evil Dead 2, Beverly Hills Cop, The Godfather trilogy is coming, and a lot more. Now, a lot of people say, well, no new TV channels coming? Pluto TV seems to be splitting up their announcement like many other services have started to do. This is just movies that were announced. No TV shows were announced and no new channels were announced. I would still expect both to be added in April. It just allows them to get more PR, right? We did a story now on Pluto TV adding movies, and then when they announce the TV channels and the TV shows added, they'll get another story because that's new news. So it's a trick I've been seeing a lot of PR firms do. I wouldn't read too much into that at this time. We'll be watching it closely. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget about that survey. I would really appreciate your support. And if you like what we do here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Until next time, take care, be safe. Talk to you all again real soon.